विश्वास उटागी जी ने मराठी पत्रकार संघ में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस ली। उटागी जी ने कहा, हम ट्रेड यूनियन एक्शन कमेटी महाराष्ट्र को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। हम 4 करोड़ ऑर्गेनाइज बॉडीज और अनऑर्गेनाइज बॉडीज को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, लेकिन अब तक गवर्नमेंट ने वर्कर्स के असल मुद्दों को नहीं समझा। सारा अधिकार से बात करते हुए विश्वास उटागी जी ने कहा कि गवर्नमेंट लेबर्स के लिए 4 लॉज इम्प्लीमेंट करना चाहती है जो लेबरर्स के फेवर में बिल्कुल नहीं है। इससे लेबर्स को डिसएडवांटेज है। हमारी मांग है कि ये लॉज इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होना चाहिए। हम इसका प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे हमारे सारे लेबर्स के साथ और गवर्नमेंट से निवेदन करेंगे कि हमारी मांगों को पूरी करे। अब देखना ये है कि गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से इन लेबर्स के हित में क्या फैसला होता है। देश और दुनिया की तमाम खबरों के लिए देखते रहिए सहारा अधिकार। Friends, welcome all to Sahara Adhikar news channel. We are with right now Mr. Vishwas Utagi ji, who has recently took a press conference at Mumbai Marathi Patrakar Festival. He is studying the law and coming over here, and the content of this program will get to know all the details with Mr. Vishwas Utagi ji. Mr. Utagi, welcome to Sahara Adhikar news channel. We got to know from our sources that there is some issue with the cameras and that's the reason, along with all your supporters, members, you have taken a press conference. So what was the reason and what was the content of your as of today?
Let me say we represent Trade Union Joint Action Committee Maharashtra. In Marathi we say it as a Kamgar Sangatna Sanyukta Kriti Samiti Maharashtra. Now this is the apex body of all the trade unions in Maharashtra state. More prominent is INTUC, ITUC, HMS, PUCI, NTUI, CITU and so many other organizations. All the central trade unions and the trade unions in Maharashtra, I can say that Bharatiya Kamgar Sena is also part of this. Now we represent almost 4 crore of the organized bodies and unorganized bodies of the Maharashtra, and now we have taken a decision that having completed 2 days successful strike on 28 and 29 March, we still feel that the government of India is not in a position to understand the real problems of the workers in our country. The central government has withdrawn 3 laws which are pertaining to the farmers. जिसको हम कहते हैं कि 3 कृषि कायदे. 3 farmer laws have been withdrawn when the UP election and 5 state elections were scheduled, and now even after that, government feels that people are voting them, so they are not in a position to withdraw 4 labor codes which they have created, and which now they intend to implement on 1st June of 2022. We consider that the implementation of 4 labor codes in its original form will definitely finish entire working class of India, but then we from the Maharashtra will feel that crores of the people in Maharashtra will be the sufferers, because Maharashtra represents almost 40% of the industry out of 6 crore 20 lakhs industries, small and medium sized industries in Maharashtra. So what will happen to the workers once these 4 labor codes are implemented? Because a labor code like industrial relation code, wage code, social security code and occupational safety code, all these 4 codes have been created after demolishing 29 labor laws which gave us all the rights which are coming from the Constitution of India. The question is, today the government says for ease of doing business we are demolishing these labor laws and we are creating the 4 labor codes. But this is an understanding of the investor and the capitalists world over, but this is not an understanding and it is not in favor of the workers and toilers of our country. Our country needs, there has to be a common minimum wage, there has to be a social security, and there has to be a poverty alleviation program.
Mr. Vishwas, you are trying to tell that the laws which will be implemented in favor of this labor, there are lots of disadvantages, like we have seen in the 3 PC bills which have been, like they were not entertained in the parliament, they have been eradicated. So you mean to say that these 4 laws should not be implemented on the labor? This is what you mean to say?
The question is, in August 20, in the Corona period, the labor laws were introduced. 29 labor laws were demolished, destroyed, and 4 labor codes were introduced. Nothing was discussed with even the MPs. Nothing was discussed with the labor leaders, whether it is central trade unions or any other trade union. So without discussing with the labor and labor leaders, without creating any discussion in the parliament, if the labor codes have been arising and it is a dictation of the, I can say, the international finance capital, and government of India wants to implement that and their dictate to finish us, how can we keep quiet? My appeal to all the political leaders is, the government is conducting its corporate affairs through the parliament in the most undemocratic way, and they are finishing the entire common people in this country. We from the Maharashtra and we from the Mumbai, we the trade unions in Mumbai, we shall not tolerate this kind of thing, and that's why we had decided. Number one, in the morning, in a most novel way, all the trade unions in Pune, under the banner of Trade Union Joint Action Committee, that is known as a Kamgar Sangatna Sayukta Kriti Samiti Maharashtra Rajya, we shall start with 1,500 strong motorbike rally. There will be an ambulance, there will be some jeep, there will be some decorated platform through which we shall propagate our ideas all through the line from Pimpri Pune to Azad Maidan.
You mean to say that the 29 laws which have been, eradicated, you mean
Yes.
to say that, and the 4 laws which have been implementing without your consent, as you are telling me, what are those 4 laws? Tell me in short and simple words. And what is your request and demand to the government? You mean that those 4 laws should be also eradicated, and do you want a meeting with the government that you should have a discussion with them? What do you want exactly?
I have already explained that industrialization code, social security code, wage code and occupational safety code, these 4 codes have emerged after demolition of 21 labor laws. Question is, all our rights have gone in these 4 labor codes, because in the 4 labor codes, industry definition is not clear, definition of labor is not clear, my job which was permanent is, my future is a contract. So my next generation is entirely become the contract labor. This is the most disastrous impact of those 4 labor codes. So unless it is withdrawn in toto, I cannot and I will not discuss with the government. Even if they call me, first they have to withdraw, then they should start discussing with the central trade unions, and for which in Maharashtra we have unleashed this kind of a very, very aggressive motorbike rally, wherein 3,000 strong motorbike rallies surrounding by so many people. They will come to Azad Maidan, and then we are demanding with the government of governor that you accept our points, and then you discuss with us. You tell the central government, and we are going to the Hutatma Chowk. We shall have our prayers over there, because this is 1st May. This is also the foundation day of Maharashtra, because it is the workers and the peasantry which have struggled for 1st May 1960. We want to pay our tributes there, and that is how 1st May is the International Working Class Day. 1st May is also the foundation day of the Maharashtra government. So we have to observe this day by taking it as the protest day for the central government.
You mean the protest will continue?
Protest will continue against the center, and we want the help of government of Maharashtra, the 3 Mahavikas Agadi people, Congress, NCP, and this Shiva Sena, that is Mahavikas Agadi government. We want them to help us.
Thank you, sir.
सर जैसे अभी विश्वास जी ने बताया कि जिस तरीके से लॉज इम्प्लीमेंट किए जा रहे हैं लेबर को लेकर, उसमें महाराष्ट्र के कई सारे लेबर खुश नहीं है, और काफ़ी सारे रैलीज भी वो करने वाले हैं, और गवर्नमेंट से उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि ये लॉज वापस लेने चाहिए, क्योंकि वो लेबर के सेवन में नहीं है। आप इस पर आपकी क्या विचार करते हैं? क्या लगता है आपको ये लॉज इम्प्लीमेंट होना चाहिए क्या नहीं होना चाहिए?
होना चाहिए। और ये जो सेंट्रल ने जो कायदे जो अभी खारिज करने का जो निर्णय लिया है, इसके खिलाफ तो हम लोग लड़ रहे हैं ना भाई साहब। जो कानूनी कायदे जो अपने संरक्षण जो कायदे की बाद में वर्कर के लिए सुरक्षिता जो था, वो सब प्राइवेटाइजेशन जो शासन का यूनिट थे, कई कंपनियां थे, वो भी उसने प्राइवेटाइजेशन करके हिंदुस्तान में बेकारी बहुत बढ़े। और 44 जो संरक्षण का कायदा था, वो 5 मिनट में 4 के कोड में लाया। ये दुर्भाग्य की बात है। उसमें कोई भी अधिकार कामगार वर्ग को नहीं रहेगा, उसका हक छीन लिया जाएगा। इसके लिए हमारे एक लेबर कमिश्नर के पास मीटिंग हो गई, और महाराष्ट्र के वो टाइम के मिनिस्टर, अभी होम मिनिस्टर है, उनके साथ हमारा लेबर कमिश्नर के साथ मीटिंग हो गई, और उसमें एक राय हो गई कि भाई जो कानूनी कायदा ये रद्द करने का कोड लाया है शासन ने, भारत सरकार ने, उसका तो तुरंत वहाँ हम लेबर कमिश्नर के सामने दिलीप कोलते पाटिल जो अपने होम मिनिस्टर जी है नामदार, उनके सामने ही हमारी मीटिंग हो गई। वहाँ वो टाइम के कामगार मंत्री थे। अभी उनके सामने हम सब ट्रेड यूनियन के लीडर्स ने वो कानूनी कायदा रद्द होता है इसके बारे में
जैसे
हमने
आप लेबर से डिस्कशन के बारे में बता रहे हैं, आपके टोटल लेबर से डिस्कशन में जब आप लेबर कमीशन के सामने ये मामला रख रहे हो तो आप लोगों के बीच में कैसा डिस्कशन हुआ और हर एक लेबर का अपना पर्सनल ओपिनियन क्या था, और अगर ये आपके फेवर में नहीं होता है तो आपका नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा, आप इसको आगे कैसे बढ़ा के लेके
भले वो शासन ने, भारत सरकार ने ये कानून रद्द करने का पार्लियामेंट बोर्ड में जो भी निर्णय लिया होगा, तो महाराष्ट्र सरकार को ये खारिज करने का, नहीं करने का कि करने का उसको अधिकार है। हम सब ट्रेड यूनियन के लीडर ने बोल दिया भाई साहब, ये कानूनी कायदा एक भी इम्प्लीमेंट कामगार वर्कर के खिलाफ नहीं जाना चाहिए। वो उन्हें हमको राय किया, उधर हमारे से बातचीत किया, हमारे कानूनी कायदा केंद्र सरकार ने हमारे ऊपर दबाव भी यदि डाला तो हम ये कायदा ऐसा कि ऐसा महाराष्ट्र सरकार रखेंगे, कौन सा भी कामगार हित का निर्णय हम नहीं लेंगे आगे।